The police knocked on my door, and I had to confess. If you want to hear more real confessions like this one, stay with me until the end. The silence before the knock. It was a Tuesday night. The kind of night when the city falls into an eerie stillness, where the hum of streetlights mixes with the faint whisper of wind weaving between buildings. Inside my apartment, the clock ticked louder than usual, every second hammering against my skull. I was already on edge. My nerves had been betraying me for weeks. Then it happened. 3 heavy knocks, not rushed, not frantic, but deliberate. I crept toward the door, barefoot on the cold wooden floor. Through the peephole I saw them. 2 men, dark uniforms, badges glinting faintly in the dim corridor light, police officers, and in that instant, my entire chest collapsed inward. Now, Father, here I am. I cannot live another day without speaking these words aloud. Because that night, when the police knocked, they didn't just come to my door. They came for my soul.
My child, tell me, what had you done that made their knock feel like a sentence?
It wasn't just fear, Father. It was recognition. I knew why they might be there. Because I had been carrying a secret soaked in blood, asphalt, and the sound of screeching tires. It was 2 weeks earlier. Rain poured so heavily it blurred the world into streaks of silver. My wipers struggled to keep up, but it wasn't the storm outside that clouded me. It was the storm inside. I had fought with her again. Words sharper than knives, accusations, jealousy, screams. So I drove, faster than I should have, blind with rage. And then, a shadow stepped onto the crosswalk. Too late. The scream was swallowed by the thunder. The impact shook the wheel. I should have stopped. I should have gotten out. But instead, I pressed the accelerator. I left him there. A man, a human being. Breathing or not, I never checked. And from that moment on, I was no longer just myself. I was a coward, a criminal, a murderer in denial.
And you carried this alone until the knock?
Yes, Father. When they knocked, I froze. I could feel sweat sliding down my back even though the night was cold. Through the door, I could hear one of them shifting, murmuring to the other. Were they here to arrest me? Had someone seen me that night? Was this justice finally catching up? I stood there for what felt like an eternity. My hand hovered over the doorknob, trembling. Finally, I turned it. The door creaked open. 2 officers looked at me, not with handcuffs ready, but with notebooks in hand. They were canvassing the neighborhood, looking for witnesses, asking if anyone had seen or heard anything that night. They spoke to me like I was just another neighbor. But guilt has a way of carving itself onto your face. Every word I spoke felt like a lie, like they could see straight into me. When they left, I collapsed against the door, alive, free, but more imprisoned than ever.
You see, my child, sometimes the heaviest prisons have no bars.
After that night, I couldn't live normally. Every knock, be it a delivery, a neighbor, or even the wind rattling the wood, felt like judgment. Every siren in the distance made my pulse spike. I avoided mirrors, because every time I looked into my own eyes, I saw him. Father, after that knock, I was never the same. I thought I could live with silence, but silence is not empty. It screams. It screams louder than police sirens, louder than storms.
Tell me, my child, do you remember his face? The one you left behind?
I hesitate. My hands grip the wooden lattice between us, knuckles pale. No, Father. I never looked long enough. But I remember his hand, outstretched, fingers trembling against the wet pavement, before the darkness swallowed him. Since that night, I dream of him. Sometimes he is standing at the end of my bed, dripping wet, eyes hollow. Sometimes he is knocking on my door, not the police, but him. His fist slamming endlessly, until I wake drenched in sweat.
Guilt is a chain, my child. You can drag it through your life until it breaks your soul, or you can lay it down, here, before God.
I wanted to, Father. I wanted to go on pretending, to bury it deeper, as if silence could erase blood. But every morning, the newspapers at my door reminded me. Man found dead in hit and run. Family begs for witnesses. Their pain spread across ink and paper, and I was the ghost hiding behind those words. I saw them once, at the corner of the street where it happened. His wife, clutching a photograph in trembling hands. 2 children beside her, one too young to understand, the other old enough to carry anger in his eyes. When I saw them, I turned away, because I could not bear the weight of what I had stolen from them.
You cannot hide from God, nor from yourself. The police knocking at your door was not judgment. It was mercy, offering you a chance to cleanse your soul before the true knock comes the final one.
I fall to my knees in the dark confessional. My chest heaves, tears hot against my skin. My hands tremble as if still gripping the steering wheel from that night. Father, what if they lock me away forever? What if my life ends in a cage?
Then you will finally be free, my child. For the cage of stone is lighter than the cage of your conscience.
For the first time, I feel it. Not fear, not denial, but release. A small opening in the suffocating darkness inside me. I know what I must do. Tomorrow, I will walk to that same police station. I will tell them everything. Not because I want forgiveness from men, but because I want peace within my own soul.
Go now, my child. Confess not only to me, but to the world. For only then will you be truly absolved.
The confessional creaks as I rise, my legs weak but my resolve unshakable. The police knocked once before, but this time, Father, I will knock on their door.
If this story shook you, stay close, because there are more confessions waiting to be heard.